Alright, welcome back to part 3. This is the daily for the 20th of May. It is going on a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but we are doing really well. We are on the third floor. We've gone through most of it. It is taking a lot longer than expected. We are at an hour and 17 minutes on this daily run. Really enjoying it. I've learned a lot from what the Silent can do with the poison. The buildup of poison, how strong the Hoarder can be. Gain 2 extra cards when you add a card into your thing. That really helps out on some of the zero-cost cards. Like I said, I've really enjoyed the poison building of this one, so sit back, defend, let the poison just do its job, essentially. Super fun on the Silent. I've only had one build where I had poison really high. It was on a custom build. I was just kind of playing around. Super fun. We have deadly events. Question mark rooms could have elites. I haven't really been going to very many question mark rooms. I've been through 2, 3 on this floor, maybe 2 or 3 on the last 2 floors, but not really a big deal for that. We do have the Chimera, which has given us a couple of off-colored cards, which up here up at the top you can see we have some reds and some blues, maybe some purples. Hasn't really been playing too much. I've been really focusing up on the noxious fumes, poison stabs, zero cost deflects, distractions, piercing wails, that sort of stuff. Been super fun. We are going to get back into this, hopefully finish up this within a reasonable amount of time. We have been given relics that have been healing us throughout, so I've been able to do some upgrading, which I normally don't get a chance to do because I'm just constantly trying to heal. We have had Ninja Scroll that's giving us those shivs down in the bottom. So this is the beginning of the fight we just left off on. Bunch of cards in our hands, 10 cards, so we're full up. We don't want to use like Blade Dance or anything until we use these. But let's go ahead and start building up this poison, get some of these shivs out. We don't want to use that piercing wail, as we saw last time that I learned. Losing strength doesn't carry over from turn to turn, so with that exhaust on there we don't want to use it because we want to use it when he's actually going to attack, but we want to just kind of deal as much damage in this first round here as we possibly can, because we don't have to worry about defense, we don't have to worry about that deflect, we can use this spray. I do want to go ahead and set up this piercing well for next time. Dagger spray, let's go ahead and just throw that out. That did not work the way I wanted to. I was not paying attention to the ink bottle amount, which is every 10 cards you draw a card, so that setup kind of didn't do well. I wasn't paying attention. That's definitely on me. So let's go ahead and end it here, try to get some more poison on this guy before he starts attacking us. He does have 13 damage coming in, which is super easy to defend against, so that's 10 block there. Let's go ahead and do a swift strike. Dagger spray would be fine, poison would be fine. I don't want to use concentration because it'll get rid of those 2 cards, making them completely useless. I'm just determining whether or not I wanted to upgrade these cards to try to just build up a little bit more of this damage to him. No, I think we can use it in the next turn or 2. We'll just use concentrate, see what happens. Nothing happened, totally fine. Alright, he is not doing any damage this turn, so piercing wail once again, no need. We don't want to exhaust that card. Don't need to defend, don't need to block, that sort of stuff. We can kind of start building this. Next turn, X cards. Yeah, honestly, that might not be a bad idea, considering the fact that we can get rid of escape plan and defend. That'll put us at 5, so what that's going to do is the next turn we're going to draw X cards and gain X power or energy, as they call it. So what's going to happen is we'll use this, boom boom, 5 extra cards, 5 extra power. Hopefully we can use the upgrade potion on that, maybe even the dex to start building up some of the defense, because he is probably going to attack this turn. No, he's not. Love the alchemy, which is great. So that'll give us some regen, which fine. That's never gonna really hurt. Obtain a random potion and exhaust. So we're going to... That's phenomenal. When you die, heal 30% of your max HP. So that's great. That means I can die. Meaning we shouldn't have a problem finishing out this fight, as well as maybe even carrying it over to the main boss of the floor. But we're just going to keep kind of stacking up this damage, stacking up this poison. We've got plenty of energy. We want to just keep going and keep going and keep going on trying to hit this guy as much as possible. Defense is not a big deal. We'll just keep going, hold that off. We do have that dexterity potion just in case he starts trying to hit really hard, which like this one here, he's going to hit 30. So we want to apply weakness, which makes it to where he's not going to hit as hard. So we lost 7 damage in that strike. So we just have to get defense against 22 damage, which... Drink that. We're going to hold off on that. Noxious strike. There we go. So we're going to gain 18 block and discard a card. We don't want to discard that card. We want to go ahead and use this so that we can throw as many shivs out as possible, dealing as much damage as possible. Then now we can discard. So we are going to take 30 and even better than 22. So we'll be all right there. There we are. So not too bad. We are going to see 26 next time. So let's go ahead and throw these defenses out just because we have it. Stack in the noxious fumes. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep stacking that up. That'll bring that strike down to 0. And then we can try to escape plan, pull out a couple of blocks here. We already are blocking enough. Didn't even notice that. So that's always good. But let's just keep stacking. See how high we can go. 50. Yeah, that's always fun. So... blocking it two times essentially. Let's see here. 30 damage coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull up some of this here, which is great. We definitely did get some skills here. So that's only 10 damage slotted. Just trying to think my way through it to try to bring his health down to the point where poison can take over. There we go. Let's go ahead and just end it here. Boom, bam, there we go. I guess I could have used the bag, maybe would have got an alchemy, but big deal. Negate the next 2 curses, which is always great. Adds an additional card into your deck. You may raise your max HP by 2. So that is phenomenal. I've been doing this since the first second of having Hoarder. What that's going to do is anytime that a card is added to your deck, you can just choose to heal yourself, gaining 2 health. With Hoarder, that really offsets the negative of what Hoarder is, which gives you 2 extra cards anytime you do. So I am going to take this Catalyst, but normally we could just hit R1. That gains 2 max HP, which would be 80 to 82. Great. Oh, I've missed a lot of cards. I've just said no to a bunch of cards. Probably double our HP. I've really given up a lot of cards, but we are going to do Catalyst here because that's going to triple the enemy's poison. We have Hoarder. You'll see that we gained a ton of these Catalysts here. So let's say we have 10 poison, a little bit of a brain fart there. 10 poison built up. We're going to triple it to 90, then we can triple it again, and then triple it again if we have 3 power and we just so happen to draw these cards. That's so much damage coming in to these enemies. I think I might actually want to bypass this and go to here, because it could be an elite number 1, could be a treasure chest number 2. Hopefully it's an elite, honestly, because I am at full health. I have that potion of healing, as well as elites drop 2 relics because of the black star that we have. So hopefully elite. No, not a big deal. Horned crest, second turn, 14 damage. So we do have one that allows us for 10 block on the first turn. Now we have one for 14 block on the second turn. That means we don't have to worry about it too terribly much, which is great. We're really building momentum towards blocking the first couple of things, turns, and it allows us to focus on attacking. We do have a chance to upgrade here. I think I might go ahead and just do another one of this since it's free. It's great, but let's see what we can do on this guy here. I normally always die from this elite, or this boss, floor boss, due to the fact that when he dies, he regenerates, and he regenerates at full health with a lot more strength. So we do have to take into account that that's going to happen, and try to take out these two guys first, so that I don't have to deal with people attacking me at once, and I can just kind of focus on him and try to build up the poison. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to try to equally take these guys down here with these free cards. Piercing Wail would be good here to be able to bring down his attack, but no, we got it covered there, so that's fine. So I want to get the noxious fumes in and just try to build up as much poison to this guy as we can. To then use, like I said, this catalyst. We're going to let it build as much as we can. Do as much possibly to build that poison on that guy, hopefully in his second turn, maybe halfway through his first turn, just because when you kill this guy, you'll end up with all negative effects going away. So if we stack up 300 poison, he dies, it's just going to zero back out, and then we're just going to have to start over having to try to deal 300 damage to him with no way of defending it. We are going to go ahead and Piercing Wail and just go on from there. Like I said, I don't want to use that until we've got a pretty significant amount of poison on this guy. So with 15 damage coming in, we're blocking 18, no problem there. So, good way to defend myself here. I have 14 defense, which is going to take the two left from those front guys. So that means we're going to be taking 21 damage from the guy in back, unless we can kill one of these guys up front, which is just 7 damage. Yeah, we're not going to be able to kill him, but at the very least we're going to get close. 21 damage isn't too bad on the floor boss. I might be able to come back from that. We could triple his... Let's go ahead. Triple that so that we've got 33, 34. Take... Alright, that'll help a little. We'll strike this guy down. That'll kill him this turn. Let's Piercing Wail and deal damage. That kills the guys up front. He's only doing 12 damage to us, which isn't ideal. I would definitely want to get some block, which is getting really annoying. Though we're not getting any block. But that also means that probably the next turn we're going to get nothing but block cards, which is super fun. Let's apply some more. We might want to go ahead and triple the poison because that would get pretty close to killing him. That would leave us another catalyst for after he recycles his regen. Pull another alchemist, that's awesome. Gain 5 strength, that's fine for next turn. He's got 157 poison going into him, so that's really, really going to hurt. So, as you see here, what we're going to try to do is stack any kind of buffs onto us, because he's going to die this turn, but what that's going to do is cause him to not do damage, of course, because he's going to be dead, but he is going to regenerate. So I'm trying to just think of what cards we have coming up that we might be able to kind of build up some buffs, but it doesn't look like it, so these two cards really don't matter, because we don't want to exhaust. Defense card we can just throw in there just because. Uh, add to your hand. We can do that next time. So 1 of 3 skills to add to the hand. Yeah, let's just let him go ahead and die from that poison there. He's, like I said, gonna regenerate. Just trying to attack there. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we have 40 damage coming in. So we want to go ahead and build this up. Terror, beautiful card. Nothing better than that. Apply 99 vulnerable. So what that's going to do is make them take 50% more damage. So super good card. We definitely need to start being concerned about that damage coming in at a 43. That's going to take us down to like 5 health. So let's go ahead and pull that strength up. Get some defense out. Try and hope we get some defense here. So we're just trying to do our best to mitigate the damage he's going to be bringing into us. But also we want to continue building up that poison. Because once that catalyst comes in, triple that poison, start doing some serious damage. So we're negating about half the damage he's bringing out. Like I said, he did regenerate his health. He has a huge amount of attacks. He just constantly attacks just over and over and over again, which really starts to hurt. This piercing wail is going to do a lot of defense for us here. We're going to keep it up. We're going to just... Okay. I mean, we covered the damage, which is good. Escape plan, stop. Do a strike or anything. There we go. We don't want to discard a card. We definitely want to hit him again. 13 block. Huge amounts of defense. Doesn't really matter since we did do that piercing wail to him, but at the very least we are building the habit of keeping our block up. So here we've got 21 damage coming in, so let's hope we get a skill card. No, of course not. 21, we're not gonna die if he hits us, so that's fine, but we don't really want to get hit too hard. As you see, these shivs are doing 13 damage. So normally a shiv would do 4 damage, if I remember correctly, but with his vulnerability, it is hurting him so much. So here, we're going to get close to defeating him, which, there we go, poison's going to take effect. He's got 1 health left. Huge benefit to Terror. I love Terror on the Silent. It's been always a good card to get, and it's going to allow us to be able to beat this floor. So that's amazing. So hour and 34 minutes on this daily run. Not sure I scored very high, but it's awesome because I learned so much from this run. And I'm going to be able to carry that over. Poison was amazing. Super fun. Definitely got that catalyst towards the end there. Made a huge difference. So let's see what kind of damage we do. 958 damage. So not too bad. Definitely could have been better. Tons of damage I've already done to the heart. Just kind of learning the game. Been to the heart a couple times. I'm sure a lot of people have a ton more damage than I do. But overall, phenomenal run. We're going to go ahead and sleep here. I'm going to go ahead and check my score, see how we did, and then we'll call the episodes there. So this was a 3-part daily run, which was insanity. Definitely getting it better. Score 985. So loved the run, did really well. Feel free to use this of your own as a guide if you wanted to even. Slow it down, take a pause, see what it is. Let's see how we did. Yeah, like I said, I've done worse, I've done better. We did not place super well in hundreds. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are much better at this than I am. So we did 85, so we're in 600 range, so not terrible. Definitely enjoying the game. Come back for the next daily. I'm trying to do this every day. If you liked them, game. Love Island. Definitely builds like the poison. I'm starting to like a little. The capacitor builds, the lightnings, the channelings, definitely learning that. Ironclad, basic, normal. Getting used to defending. I have not unlocked the Watcher. I have definitely played as the Watcher due to the daily. That was the first one I ever fully beat with Watcher. So definitely it could. if you have any tips, leave them in the comments. Like, subscribe,